So Anne, welcome to Hablo Talks and thank you for joining us today in sunny Brighton. Let's start off by learning a bit about you, your industry journey. So how did you get to be here today?
Well, to start back, I guess, I am actually from Belgium. So I did high school, college in Belgium, and after I graduated, I wanted to have a change of scenery. And I have dual citizenship, so I decided to move to Los Angeles.
Okay.
And after getting there with a degree in PR and marketing, I quickly found out I did not want to do PR and marketing there. And I started doing temp work to figure out what industry might be the best suited for me. And I was doing a temp job for the Core Hotel Group, and they asked if I would go and work at one of their properties that just opened, the Viceroy Hotel. So this is 20 years ago when it just had opened, and that's, I guess, where I started in HR, and I was an executive assistant, really enjoyed it, but after a few months wanted to get into the catering and sales side. But that's, I'd say, how I landed in hospitality, is by moving to California and then just finding my way into that industry. So
Fantastic, fantastic. What do you think is the best part about the industry? What do you love about working in hotels specifically?
I think just every day is so different. You meet different people, you build relationships, whether it's relationships with your colleagues, relationships with your clients. There's never a dull moment. It's very fast paced, which I do enjoy. The travel aspect is obviously a big draw, whether you're traveling for business or for leisure. Yeah. It's a fun industry to talk about, to share with people, and just creating memories. So I think that it's I've been in it for 20 years and I've loved every moment.
And you've worked in Santa Monica for a long, long time. I mean, you've worked in various hotels across Santa Monica leading up to your current property as well.
Correct. I've been with the Fairmont for about 10 years now. And even myself, when I moved to LA, I lived in different areas of Los Angeles, and I didn't really find the true love of being in California until I moved and lived in Santa Monica, because it's so diverse. You could bike places, you could walk places. It's just an easy lifestyle, and the weather is the biggest draw, I think, as well. Having that weather all year round for me, after having spent a lot of time in Belgium, was very fortunate to be there. So
yeah, and I guess part of your job is traveling around the world and selling the property. So do you have a main travel experience that is kind of most memorable for you while you're doing your travels?
They are all very memorable in different ways. I think right now the nice thing coming out of the pandemic would be the last 2 years we've been doing a lot in market, really having clients come to the hotel, doing a lot of fam trips, entertaining on site, showcasing all the changes that we've done at the hotel the last year and a half. And now it's exciting going back into markets. So whether that's coming here, we've been to a lot of different places within Europe, even domestically, and just getting back into the markets right now is just nice, reconnecting with people that you haven't seen for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and I bet they're very happy to see you after 2 or 3 years.
I think everyone's happy to get out at this point and just
Absolutely.
really reconnect and do the face-to-face. I think people are getting over a little bit of the Zoom and want to actually really go back and network as well and just see people. So.
Absolutely. And do you think during your career you've had a particular mentor that's kind of guided you and given you some great advice which you've taken on board and now probably kind of give to your team?
I would probably have to mention my general manager, Sam Jagger, as he's hired me 3 times now, and he'll watch this, so I need to put that out there. But in general, I think I've worked for a lot of different companies and brands and leaders, and what I would say I take away what I like of their leadership style, and I try to not copy what I didn't necessarily agree, and that you come up with your own leadership or your own way of how you sell or handle your clients. So it's kind of by taking different pieces of people I've worked with before and kind of finding my own style, if you will.
Yeah. And then you mentioned the weather in Santa Monica. What are the other, the best reasons or the best things about working in a city like Santa Monica?
It has everything right there. So it's very walkable. There's tons of restaurants. There's nightlife. There's the pier. There's culture. I just enjoyed, again, living there, working there. You could bike down to the beach. You could go hiking in the Santa Monica Mountains within a 5-minute drive. It's just very diverse. I truly think that that's the best part in LA to be in if you're going to be anywhere.
Yeah.
I live there too, so I can say that.
Yeah. I obviously agree as well. And in terms of your property, the Fairmont, what's new, what's happening? What are you out telling people about across Europe at the moment?
Yeah, sure. So during the pandemic, we closed for a few months when everything was shut down, and we used the time wisely. We renovated the lobby. We added a sushi restaurant, an 8-seater called Soko, which has been highly successful. Machi style, you sit up, the chef prepares the food right there and then for you. We're adding a high tea this fall as well after the summer. What I enjoy about the hotel is there's always change. We always try and come up with new ideas, new concepts. A lot of activations. We have night market on Thursday nights where we bring in a lot of food trucks. And so we've got, oyster shucking going on. You've got different vendors that come in, so hotel guests and locals can come and experience that. We do cinema pool nights every Friday night, and we have a beach club too, similar to I think what I saw when I walked up and down the boardwalk here in Brighton. So we shuttle guests in an open air Jeep down to the beach, have everything set up, and bring them back up when they would like. So really trying to just have different ideas, different activations, different things for people to experience while they're either on property or if they want to venture out throughout the city.
Fantastic. And final question, why do you think travel in general is a force for good? What does it bring to I guess people's lives?
I think it brings excitement. I think it is something to look forward to. I think a lot of people I've talked to this week, in particular, so many clients and agents, everyone we've met has a trip planned, and it's been a trip that's been postponed once or twice. And last night alone I was speaking with a lovely lady, and she's counting down the days, so she's going on a huge trip to South America, and it's pent-up demand right now, as we keep saying, but I think people are just really ready for a new adventure and tired of the mundane day-to-day routine, and travel breaks that up, whether again it's for business or leisure. I think just having that change of scenery and just the experience of it, I think adds excitement. So. Absolutely,
100% agree. So Anne, thank you very much for joining us at Hablo Talks. Thanks for taking time out of your day, and enjoy the rest of your time in Brighton, and we will see you in Santa Monica, I guess.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
No problem.